What I'm about to share with you actually shortened my sales process anywhere from 8 to 12 months down to just 6 weeks. My name is Juan Guerra, I'm the founder of ScaleYard, and I help experts and consultants scale their business by simplifying their message so that they can grow and scale and build the business that they envision. And in this video, I'm going to share to you a simple hack that we can apply to our messaging and our content in order to shorten our sales cycle. If you have been struggling with sales processes that are quite long, if clients and leads that you reach out and you have conversations with that don't really see value in your service, or if they don't really have the budget for you because they were not really planned to solve this problem right now and you come into the picture, if all these things are happening are exactly because of this one thing. Back when I started my video agency in 2017, I started reaching out to companies, and just over a couple of 3 months, every single one of them was telling me, we don't have the budget right now, maybe next year, we don't really see why we need to work with you, and so on. And then one day I was attending an event and somebody approached me and said, hey Juan, we're planning on doing an event and we would like to live stream it. Is that something that you can help us with? And in that moment, I realized that I've been actually pushing sales away from me. When I went out there and I started selling services, I started to do research on what exactly I needed to do. And I came across this thing called the stages of awareness. And this is by a guy named Gary Halbert that was written in his book in the 60s. And in there, he explains that there are 5 stages, and it all starts with the person becoming aware of the problem, which is sort of like top of the phone. And then we need to create content that nurtures them, educates them, and takes them all the way until they finally buy. This made a lot of sense back then when customers could only get information from your business. But in today's world, when a person becomes aware of a problem, what's going to happen is that you're actually sending them away from you and into a journey to self-educate. And that's exactly the thing that I was doing. Because I was approaching companies that were not aware that they had a problem, once I spoke with them, they become aware, and now they go down this path of researching, trying to find different solutions, different ways to solve the problem. How is the problem? They were not just going to sit with me and go through that journey with me. And so what was happening is that actually I was creating a customer for a competitor for another company, because I didn't know these things and I didn't have a path for them to actually come to me, because my content was, I look around in the market, nobody's doing these things, I need to educate the market. What I realized the day that that person came to me was that there were people who actually understood the problem and they were out there looking for a solution. And once they felt that they had enough information, they reached out, and that's what happened that day. That person reached out to me directly to see if we can actually then help them out. And so what I started doing from that moment on was, instead of trying to educate people why they have a problem, why they need to solve it, how we can help them, I shifted gears and I started targeting people who already knew the problem, but now they're looking for solutions and they want to decide which solution is best for what they're trying to achieve. And just that shift shortened my sales process, because first I need to sell them on the problem, and then I need to sell them that my solution is the best for them. Now these people were already sold on the problem, and as they do research, they come across my content, they came across me, as they ask around in the market, people point them in the direction of going towards me, and then when they come to me, they already know and they're able to see value in what I do, and they understand what I'm talking about. They already come with a budget because they are educated and they have an idea of how much these things are going to cost and how they're going to cover that. And they also have the resources, the materials, the processes in order to maximize the return on investment on the service that we were going to do for them. Now it wasn't us having to fight an uphill battle because we need to convince them on all these different things. Instead, we just show that there's alignment and we guide them that we are the right ones to support them with their event, with their production. And from there on, everything was game changer. So what I encourage you is try to look at the content that you're creating and what is the process that you're approaching your market. Are you educating them on a problem, or actually are you showing them why your solution is the ideal solution for their situation and the results that they're looking for? This is going to force you to go deeper into your target customer, into your ideal customers, and define better their journey so that you can meet them where they are in that process of self-educating, so that they find your stuff and then see how you can help them better. That way, once they reach out, you have everything you need to support them in the process. So move away from just generic content of like why you need to use LinkedIn, why you need a video campaign, and instead move to the other side and say how you can run consistently a video campaign that brings you customers without spending a lot of money on equipment. That's how we need to go. Markets are becoming sophisticated with more and more people creating content. Customers and buyers are getting educated, they're getting sophisticated, and now they understand what it is that they want to do, what are things that they don't want to do, and they want to make sure that they work with somebody that is aligned with those things. We need to move away from trying to convince somebody that they have a problem and instead show them how this solution is actually going to deliver on the thing that they want. If you want to know more about this, just go ahead and click like and subscribe so I know that these topics resonate with you. And that way, as we release new videos, you can also then continue to watch them. My name is Juan Guerra. I'm the founder of ScaleYard. And if you check the description below, I've dropped a link to a training where you can go deeper into this whole thing of messaging, story selling, positioning for your small business. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.